now, so he can come back in when we think he's fit. But yeah, just the discipline today was exactly what we've asked for.
Jimmy spoke about obviously Joy, and Joy had a bit of a rough time in the last test, obviously.
Yep.
So is there something that you did differently in the last couple of weeks, or did you try something?
No, I think with all the players, just tried to rebuild their confidence a bit after South Africa. It's pretty devastating getting bowled out for 50 and 80 and then having to front up against a really good bowling attack. But it's just building them all up, and I mean, I haven't had much to do with them really, apart from the last couple of weeks, as far as trying to help them out with their game. So touching on little things, but nothing really other than building them up and talking to them about the discipline they need to have to play Test cricket, and that's what they showed in this test so far.
Well, is that the same thing for senior batsmen as well? Like, you have to give them that confidence, even after they've played so much cricket?
Yeah, it's confidence, it's understanding what their game is and what their game plan is, and they executed beautifully. If you noted, there were no big shots in the air, apart from Lytton a couple of times, which they were only shots that he has in his kit bag. But everyone was super disciplined. Knocking the bails off at the end of the day, mushy, that's what we asked him to do. Everyone really did what they were asked to do in this test so far.
Jimmy, can you tell us just condition of the tummy, how is feeling now, or was it just cramp or anything else?
Yeah, I think after 2 days in the field and then batting like he did, running between wickets, the heat, it just takes it out of you. If you've been outside, not just up there, if you've been outside at any point in the last 3 days, it's really hot and it just drains you. So I can understand that he cramped up. I think he'll be fine tomorrow after a good night, taking some food and some fluids, and he'll be fine.
Well, Jimmy, there have been a lot of good performances, but despite everything, the two performances from Moinul Haq and Nazmul Hossain Shanto, they are going through a bad patch, especially the captain. He hasn't been scoring good runs for the last couple of stops. And Nazmul Hossain Shanto has been rated one of the most talented batsmen,
yep.
But he's also not providing a good run in the international arena. So do you think they have the problem in the mindset, or it's something technical they were trying to improve?
No, I think they'll be fine. A batting team is about the whole thing, not about just one or two players. And if the team is batting well, you can carry a couple of players through a couple of bad innings. So I'm not concerned. I think they're both hitting the ball pretty well. Their techniques are fine. Shanto is a very talented player, and I know he's been talked about a lot over the last few years, but he's a super talented player, and I'm sure he'll come good at some stage. But as a batting unit, we've got 7 batsmen, 8 batsmen, plus the bowlers, and I think we've done the job so far in this game. They've got a second chance, hopefully, in the second innings, and in the second test to do the job for us.
Actually, Leighton and Mushfiq doing really well, and we have Saqib in pressing. So,
yep.
How do you think Bangladesh can take a big total lead to create a huge pressure of Sri Lanka?
Yeah, we've got Lytton is obviously a player that scores quite quickly, and Saqib, we know what he does, and Tamim's still to come. So we've got some players that can put pressure on Sri Lanka tomorrow. They'll be tired. We've given them a taste of their own medicine, keeping them out there in the heat, and we'll do it again tomorrow and then see what happens. I think we're only 70 odd behind now, so well within striking distance in the first session, and then if we don't lose too many wickets, we can certainly put pressure on and post a total that we can bowl at on the last day.
Jimmy, we have seen that Bangladesh batsmen stay batting really well and good. How will you rate the Bangladeshi batsmen? Will you appreciate them, or will you say that Sri Lankan bowlers, they're not that much up to the mark?
No, I think it's a really good batting wicket. All I'm worried about is how we bat, and we batted with discipline, which they need to do, or we need to do, in every test match. Whether it be South Africa, whether it be New Zealand, or here, we need to bat with that discipline, and then results will come like they have today. And we need to have that discipline again tomorrow morning when they...
Happy and hopeful for the future results with this sort of batting display on the skills of these batters?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always hopeful. I'm always hopeful that we'll put a score on the board. It's our conditions. It's a very good batting wicket, as I said. Dhaka will be a little bit different, I imagine, and a little bit harder to bat on. But we've still got to bat with discipline so we can outscore the opposition. and play the game the way it should be played in Test cricket.
Jimmy, Tamim plays quickly on the offense, and on the other hand, Joy is a bit slow. Do you think their playing style complements each other, and how do you rate the Tamim-Joy opening pair overall?
Yeah, I think it's been quite successful, especially this test. They haven't had too many times with the batting. I think it's a record stand against Sri Lanka, record opening stand against Sri Lanka, so that's something that they can tick off. They've got a record that might stand for a little while, I think, because it was a great knock. Tamim, I think, was very disciplined today. He didn't try and go fast. Looked like Angelo Matthews, actually. Just very patient, taking ones when they were there, only hitting fours when they were handed to him on a plate, bad balls. Didn't really take the bowlers on like I've seen him before. Thought he was very disciplined. Joy just did his job. He's there to take the new ball on and put a partnership together with Tamim. And obviously they've done that, breaking a record.
Jamie, the head coach talked about how there were small things like batting for time in the last session and all those things, batting in the four line. So obviously the line was okay here, but did you have to specifically talk to the batsmen, talk to the batters about those moments, especially yesterday when they were going out to bat for 19 overs? Was there a separate sort of discussion for that?
No, we made a mistake, I think, in South Africa about not taking our time and letting them bowl too many overs to us, and that was a little bit of a thing that we made sure we didn't do today, and led by Tamim and then by Mushi at the end there. But we've just talked about batting long periods of time. Test cricket's not a race. You've got to bat for a long period of time to put a score on the board. Teams bowl with discipline like they did today and like we did yesterday and the day before, and it takes time to put a good score on the board, and we did that today. And we talk about when someone comes in, we want them to bat for 6 hours. Tamim was on his way to doing that. Mushi and Litton are on their way to doing that. They played their part, walked off the ground, knocked the bails off, get in the rooms and come back and bat tomorrow. That's what we talked about. And, you know, a little bit of luck and we've done it today. It's a very good effort by our boys.
First 3 days were batting friendly and batting dominating. Do you think the next 2 days will be big change and second innings will be tougher for the batter?
Yeah, look, if you're able to take a camera out there, the wicket is very good still. There's not a lot of scratchings in it, not a lot of turn or bounce for the fast bowlers. So I hope we can put a score on the board, and I hope the wicket starts to take a lot more turn, because we've got some very good spin bowlers in our team and we can put them under a whole heap of pressure. A couple of their key batters out and we're in the game, but we've got to make some runs tomorrow. Can't lose 2 wickets in a hurry.
The last 2 questions.
Moin is getting out through his gate, and that's quite a bit. It looks a bit vulnerable, but Mohit Parwan is a bit loose.
Yes.
So do you feel it's the area you can work on?
Yes, definitely. Yep, I've seen it happen a couple of times, but he's working on it. It was a very good ball, but not played as well as it could have been. So he's got some work to do, but he'll come back. He's a good player.
নগদেই পাওয়া যায় দেশের সেরা রিচার্জ অফার।
দেশি নগদে বেশি লাভ।
Last question. What kind of score are you expecting tomorrow? That would be good tomorrow.
Look, I think if we can bat the day tomorrow and then try and bowl them out in the day, that'll be a very good effort. So whatever we can get, if they serve up some bad bowling, or if we go on the attack after we've got to do some consolidating. We've still got 70 runs to get before we even have a lead. So let's see how the day unfolds. But we've got some talented batsmen still to come.